So, Taylor, we just talked about how e filing can be a lifesaver for procrastinators, getting those refunds back quickly, even when filing close to the deadline. But speed isn't the only advantage of e filing. Accuracy is another huge benefit, especially for folks with more complex tax situations. Let's imagine a self employed individual juggling multiple income streams and deductions. Manually calculating everything on paper forms could be a recipe for disaster, right? That's where e filing and tax software really shine. Sam, could you tell us more about how e filing software helps minimize those common tax errors?
Absolutely, Alex. Tax software acts like a built in double checker. It automatically performs calculations based on the information you input, significantly reducing the chance of mathematical errors that can occur with manual calculations. Think of it as having a virtual accountant verifying every entry.
So if I enter my income and deductions correctly, the software does the math for me, ensuring I'm not accidentally adding instead of subtracting or transposing numbers.
Exactly. It eliminates those simple yet costly human errors. It also flags inconsistencies or missing information, prompting you to double check specific entries. For example, if you enter a deduction that seems unusually high for your income bracket, the software might flag it for review.
That's a great point, Sam. It's like having a safety net built into the system. Taylor, what comes to mind when you think about the safeguards in place to ensure accuracy within tax software?
Is there built-in security to prevent errors within the software itself? Like, are these programs regularly updated to reflect the latest tax laws and regulations?
Yes, reputable tax software providers rigorously update their programs to incorporate the most current tax laws, forms, and IRS guidelines. These updates ensure the calculations are accurate and compliant with the latest regulations. They also conduct extensive testing before each tax season to identify and fix any bugs or glitches.
So it's not a static system, it's constantly evolving to stay current. Let's say our self employed individual uses this software and enters their 1099 income, business expenses, and home office deduction. The software automatically calculates the taxable income, applies the correct tax rates, and determines their tax liability or refund amount. Sam, can you give us a counterexample? What might happen if they were to do this manually?
Manually calculating could lead to several potential issues. They might misinterpret a deduction rule, miscalculate a percentage, or simply transpose numbers when adding up multiple income sources. These seemingly small errors can have significant consequences, resulting in an incorrect tax liability, penalties, or even an audit.
So if I understand correctly, using tax software not only automates the tedious calculations, but also ensures I'm applying the right rules and regulations, minimizing the risk of errors and potential penalties. That's a huge peace of mind, especially for someone like me who's not a tax expert.
Exactly. It simplifies the process and minimizes risk. To recap, e filing software helps avoid math errors by automating calculations, flagging inconsistencies, and staying up to date with the latest tax laws. This significantly reduces the chances of mistakes compared to manual calculations. So we've covered speed and accuracy. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another great advantage of e filing: convenience. Imagine trying to file a paper return while traveling or living abroad. That's a story for our next segment. But before we move on, we encourage you to explore different tax software options to find the best fit for your needs. Research reviews, compare features, and choose the one that aligns with your tax situation and comfort level. There are many options out there, so find the one that works for you.